Hello, precious friends. Use what you have to create what you love. So what do you do when you go for when a friend invites you for a nice cake of tea, a husband's birthday, and you get a beautiful, and now here it is, lavender serviette. So I must admit I used the serviette on my lips, so some of these have a little bit of red lipstick on. My DNA is in my little book, gratitude journal. So I was thinking, what will I do now? I was busy here in my house. Very excited. Husband just bought tickets for us to go and visit my grandkids in Thailand. So we are leaving in about less than 2 months. December, January, we're going to visit them. And I was excited, and I don't know, and I thought, just calm down, just go and sit. Just go and play. Oh, what I actually found was the most beautiful leaves, eucalyptus leaves that I gathered a while back. And they are now starting to get this beautiful pink color. My poor gardener, he doesn't know what's going on, because the one just when I get out, there's a little patch open there. It's supposed to be little stones and beautiful. Now it's filled with all my eucalyptus tree leaves that I pick up. So he knows, no, don't touch that, even though they supposed to be on the compost. No, leave that there. So he's just shaking his head. This woman has lost her marbles, but he's now leaving those things there. So when I was scratching there to clean up, actually, I found these beautiful leaves that's now all turning a little bit pinkish orange. So beautiful. And then when I got here, I thought, pick them up. I'm just going to go and stitch, a little bit of leaves on paper, whatever. And then when I got here, I saw my beautiful serviette. I got that out of my handbag, forgot about it, found it this morning. So immediately I took the two apart. So I've got my lavenders, and you know how I feel about lavenders. Oh, my pinky looks terrible. It's just some masking tape. There's a thorn in. Been there for weeks now, and I cannot get it out. So I opened it up a little bit, and now I've got some ointment on to try and pull the thing out. So nothing bad, just a little thorn, a little thorn. It just drives you crazy. Well, I hope all of you are having an exciting day, or just a day, a peaceful day, and that somewhere in your day you find a couple of minutes to just get grounded again. That's actually what's happening here. I just felt my mind was just all over the place, and lots of things are happening in our lives, and I just needed something to just ground me, make me become still. And that's usually my little room. So I scratched a little piece open here so that I can start to work or play. Play, that's more the word. Work, it's definitely not. Because I haven't showed you this. I finished another little gratitude journal. So you all know these ones of mine, so I made another one. And this one, I used my coffee, one of my beautiful coffee leaf, eco-dyed paper. That's the word. Look at it. Isn't that, even though I say it myself, the most beautiful print dye thing, I don't know what to call it, that you've ever seen in your life. That's how I feel about that. It's just gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. I cannot believe it. Remember, that is just my instant coffee and watercolor paints on ordinary paper, and this is just the leaves and then coffee, and you leave it for a couple of days, and the magic happens. So then I thought, oh well, okay, I've did the inside, now I need the beautiful outside, and I thought, what, that's gonna look absolutely fantastic. So I made another one of these, and I love it. So then I just start to fill it up slowly but surely. Just, it's so funny. I was walking past here and I picked up a little piece of paper about that side. I threw it, I missed my rubbish bin, and I saw that piece of paper. It was something like this, and I picked it up, and I just walked to my little book, and I just glued it on somewhere, and that to me was a magical moment. It was just so beautiful. Wait, I'm gonna show you. Yes. No, it's not that one. But it was so funny. I mean, it is the smallest little thing, and I just glue it on. Oh, another thing. I picked this up in the private sitting room where my husband is usually busy with his LPs. And that $2.99 sticker was there. So I just picked it up. And when I got here in my book, that was there. I just placed that coffee dyed piece of cotton there, and look there, a little white letter on rice paper that I found in a charity shop, and look at that little page. It's so easy. You just put together what makes you excited. And that is just one of my envelopes that I made from music paper. But this is how this hour of me just sitting here and just playing started. So then I saw this, and I just, you know my love for lavenders. There are always lavenders all over the place. Dried lavenders, half-dried lavenders, because husband bring me in the morning lavenders with my coffee usually. So they dry, and there's always lavenders. So when I found this serviette, so this little book is just becoming my lavender little book. All the lavender things, all the girly things, all the plants. It's little girls, pictures of little girls that I find in my charity shop books. They are all going in this. This is my my girly lavender book. So I just started with my tea bags. I am just gluing that on, a little thing in there, a little picture of a little woman, music sheets, and just my lavender. Look how beautiful. So instead of always just using my real lavender, now I've got the color and everything from my serviette. And I just put there in that little hole there a little, one of those little things flying, a butterfly. So now I'm incorporating it. I just put a lavender here, a lavender there, and voila. A little pie, once again the letter, I love the letter, and just a lavender and the butterfly. You can see they're still a little bit wet, a whole page with that, but look. So as you go through it, you pick up the purple. I'm trying to get them dry because I work here and there and everywhere in the book. So there you can see my little book putting, it's so, I now have the wrong window open. Oh man. So there you can see the sun is now shining. So there's another page. That's a crazy page. So many things that I glued on top of each other. Even a leaf that's still half alive. Lavenders again, serviette. A piece of green cloth. Everything is just forming that little page. So, and then after I did this, I started off with my, once again, sewing. The sewing of my leaves on paper. And isn't that just the most gorgeous? So I don't have any of the lavenders in that, but there's just a one without a thing, but just my lavender serviette, a very thin piece of thing I got I don't know where I got that, and I am just glued that onto an ordinary piece of book page. And now the sun is coming in, and I don't know how this video is gonna look, but oh wow, if you know me, we'll just take it as it comes. Look at that. And once again, I just sewed as I was led on those leaves. Isn't that gorgeous? And my lavenders are there. And then as I was busy with all of this, I thought, I need to share this with you. This is too precious not to share. How wonderful it is to have, and now I will always remember, we went to Marty, my friend, her husband's birthday, and we went there and we had the most lovely cakes and things, and this serviette. So that feeling of love and friendship together with my beautiful lavenders is going into my book. And as you work in your little book, whatever book it is, you just tear them into little pieces and you combine them with other things that you love. You even combine them with real flowers. You know, I can now put a real flower there and let it dry. Most of my things, that is exactly what's going on. Real flowers in between. And I was walking outside and I just found these. And now I'm just incorporating them. Because my music sheet, you know, add a little music sheet there. Oh, just look at that little scene. So, a music sheet, I'm just gonna glue it on here, but now I've got what I also did that I've never had before. As I said, these things I've only started these books about 3 months ago. I think it's not long. I've never done these books, and I'm gratitude journals, I call them. And I didn't, because why didn't I never done it before? Because I didn't think I'm gonna like it, and I was so wrong. So I just glue it wherever I feel like gluing it. So the first thing I've ever did, so I've got these little bottles that I throw my cold glue in. That's what we call it in South Africa. Just ordinary koa lime wood glue or whatever, white glue. And then I saw a video somewhere where the woman said while she was doing the tea bags and the things, dilute it half with water. And I thought, that's going to work much better because this is thick, kind of thick. So the whole time I make these thick little pieces and glue it in my books, and it's not necessary. I told husband, he bought that big one for him in his woodwork, and I told him the other day, I hope you're not gonna want it back because I've now used about 3/4 of that big thing just gluing papers and stuff in my books. So you use a lot of glue. And why? It's also too difficult when it's thick to just do the tea bags and the stuff. So you need to have, and these, I think that's why I never did it. But now with this diluted one, it's so easy to just put it on. So there I have it, what I'm also using these days, you know. I just use a piece of this in my books. Why not? You know, I actually love it. As long as it's not, there it is, as long as it's not plastic. Oh, I do not do plastic. As long as it's not plastic and it's not, plastic is actually the styrofoam and things. I don't use them. I mean, there's a little bit of plastic in the glue and so I'm actually a hypocrite. But I don't like plastic in my things, you know, so I don't go for plastic. But these paper things, it's great. I'm also using a stapler. Why not? I don't go for the very, very neat, perfect books. That's not me. That's why I love this so much, because I can just go for it. I don't have to measure anything. I don't have to do, so I am going to glue this one there. Look how beautiful this is looking. So an ordinary piece of paper. Look at that little scene. Isn't that gorgeous? Now the sun is here again. You see how beautiful my live lavenders, a piece of music sheet. There I have my sewed eucalyptus and my lavender serviette. And isn't that just the most beautiful little page? And it is so, so easy. So I don't know if I'm getting, if I am, you know what, I'm now struggling to get it on there. Guess what? Staple it on. And I love the staplers. What I've also, I bought at the charity shop these hair things. A lot. You can see it's those that you the old days, that was the only hair things they've got. You actually got. And I bought that at the charity shop, and I thought, you know what? I'm going to use them in my books as little, where are those other things? And I even pin things in with ordinary pins. And then you get these things. I bought this one at the charity shop, so I'm going to use that in my big book. And then you've got these little things. So lots of times I just use that, especially with my, look at this. So I just cut one of my little circles out. And now I'm just going to place it somewhere in my book. Look there on my handmade paper. What I can do is I can use this one and just look how beautiful. So this is what I call playing. Just play. Just become, now it's wrong side around. I'm now I'm scared I'm gonna break my handmade paper, and there I did it now. You see, it's too flimsy. So guess what? Glue or something. So I am not going to, that is now my right side. So let's just do a, great. I am just now pinning it. What I've also started using, and I've got so many of them, is those little small little, what did we call it? In Afrikaans, we call it doekspelde. When we had our babies, we used the large ones to safety pin. Husband is screaming. Thank you. So we used the safety pins. So I've got so many little safety pins. So now I'm using the safety pins. I even put little things like this. I just make little, I don't know where my safety pin is now, but I just make little things like this. I just put that on the safety pin, many of them, different colors, little beads you can put on, and then you just use the pins to pin things in your little book. So you do not need very expensive art supplies in order to do this gratitude journal. All you have to do is keep those things that makes you come alive, like a simple serviette or leaves, and you just glue it. You can, if you don't have a sewing machine, you can slow stitch the leaves on, and then how to put them in your book. Now look at this little scene. My handmade paper combined with that. So that's why where that one is going. So I just take this one, and I can either glue it, but now my little book is now so wet with glue that I'm just going to staple it there, and then I'll glue it later. So I just wanted to share. I just wanted to share how easy it is to just find stillness, to just become still. And just call it get grounded again, and just find your footing again. So now we're most probably going to the beach with the dogs, going for our walk. It's kind of windy out, but oh well, it is what it is. If we're gonna be stopped by wind blowing on our beach, we will rarely go. So we've learned to just do it. So once again, use what you have to create what you love. And anybody can create a little book like this. Really, anybody. And you put in what makes you come alive. What makes you glad to be alive. So now I need to, you see where my glue pieces are, and make sure that they don't touch and stick to one another. Love you lots is it from Zetster's Lab. If I can, you can. Use what you have to create what you love, and do whatever blows your hair back, whatever makes you come alive. Whatever allows the life in you to start flowing. The joy, the peace, the patience, unconditional love, whatever you need, power, strength, healing, get that flowing. And how do you get the life in you to start flowing? By doing what makes you come alive. It's easy as that. Love you lots. Is it from Zetster's Lab?